Okay, here we go. Let's go back to page 67. We did section 3, and we're now going to do section 4. And this is going to be a reading. Number 1, I've never seen a computer program like this one. It's very innovative. Number 2, my inbox is full of advertising messages I didn't ask for. I really hate spam. You shouldn't talk on your cell phone while you drive. It's too distracting. Some photographers prefer manual cameras because they want to change settings by hand. Number 5, before text messaging, people sent letters and talked on the telephone more often. Or actually, it's before email. I'm sorry, I'm wrong. It's email. The next one, please send Jim a text message. Tell him we're going to be a little late. Next, some electronic games use a lot of batteries. That can be expensive. I hope you're reading out loud. Number 8, the microwave oven is one of the greatest time-saving devices. Okay, next, the camera on my cell phone is very convenient. I can take pictures anytime. Next, advances in technology happen so quickly that new computers seem old within a year. Okay, so page 68, please. And we're going to do this in that I'm not going to hear you, but you're going to be reading out loud. And what we're going to do is switch it up. I'm going to take number 1 on the left side. You're going to find it on the right. You're going to take number 2 on the left side. I'm going to find it on the right. I'm going to take number 3. You're going to find it on the right. You're going to take number 4. I'm going to find it on the right. I'm going to take number 5. You're going to find it on the right. You're going to take number 6. I'm going to find it on the right. Okay, here we go. I'm starting because I'm the teacher. Okay, number 1. Although sending email is fast. Okay, good. D. I hope you read D out loud. Now you're going to read number 2 out loud. And I'm going to say, I don't make many calls with it. I'm going to read, although I sometimes use a microwave, and you're going to find, that's right, E, I think the food doesn't taste good. Okay, you're going to read 4. And I'm going to say, I don't own a car. And I'm going to say, although digital cameras are innovative, that's right, you said, I prefer old cameras. You're going to read number 6. And I'm going to say, the temperature in my house is comfortable. Okay, so now we're going to go down to 2, the bottom of the page. It says, read the survey, write sentences about what David prefers with although or even though. Number 1, how do you write to friends? Check letters. So, although David sometimes writes emails, he prefers to write letters. Good. The next one is going to begin with even though. So, it's going to be, even though David has a dishwasher, he prefers washing his dishes by hand. Okay. Number 3. So, how does he get the news? Radio. What's the sentence going to be? Although David has a TV, he prefers to get the news by radio. Okay, next. So the sentence is going to be, even though David has an air conditioner, he prefers to use a fan. Good. And the last one? Although David has a car, he prefers to use a bicycle. Okay, I hope you got all of that one. So we have got page 67 and 68. So I think now we're going to jump back, just to keep it mixed up and not boring. We're going to go back to our student book. Page 74. So here's clauses of reason and concession, contrasting because and although. We're going to read the sentences first. Because cable internet is fast, many people want it. Although cable internet is fast, many people cannot afford it. So let's look for the explanation as to how and why these sentences are constructed this way. Use because to join two clauses in which one gives a reason for the other. Let's read that one again. Because cable internet is fast, many people want it. It gives a reason as to why many people want it. The next, use although to join two clauses that contrast with each other. One is surprising or unexpected based on the other. Let's read the sentence. Although cable internet is fast, many people cannot afford it. Contrasting. They're opposing. So let's go to number 2. Practice. Write, complete the story, use because or although. So tell me what words come to mind when you look at picture of Pam. Okay, so did you get modern? Did you get technology? Did you get inside the house? Excuse me. Sorry, I have my phone ready to use for something else, and I've just gotten a call, so I try to make it go away. Right. So on the other side is Beth. What words come to mind when you look at this picture? Okay, did you get old-fashioned? Did you get outside? Did you get sunshine? Did you get clothespins? Did you get clothesline? Did you get backyard? Okay, so here's the vocabulary that goes with that. Let's see how much of it they're going to use in the story. Everyone? Although Pam and Beth are sisters, they are very different. Pam is very modern. She loves electrical appliances because they are fast and convenient. For example, she loves her microwave because she can use it to thaw meat quickly. So here's a word, thaw, T-H-A-W. What does thaw mean? That's right. Another word, defrost, to take from a frozen state to a normal temperature state. Good. The next one, she enjoys shopping for the latest kitchen devices, although some of them are very expensive. Beth has a different attitude about modern technology. She prefers not to use electrical appliances. Hope you're reading out loud. Next, for instance, she never uses a microwave because she thinks the radiation is bad. She dries her clothes outside on a line. Good. Because she likes their smell after they've been in the fresh air. She washes her dishes by hand. Good. Because she says dishwashers waste energy. Pam doesn't understand why Beth is so old-fashioned. But although the sisters have different lifestyles, they appreciate and enjoy each other very much. Okay, so there we go, page 74, and on to page 75. So we're going to take two conversation and describe two people. One, Mr. Techie, clever, uses a smartphone to calculate because it's convenient. Mr. Non-Tech uses an adding machine to calculate, although it isn't always convenient. Next, Mr. Techie shops online because it's convenient. Mr. Non-Tech shops in stores, although it's not always convenient. Mr. Techie texts his lunch order because it's convenient. Mr. Non-Tech brings lunch from home, although it's not always convenient. Mr. Techie travels by plane because it's convenient. Mr. Non-Tech travels by train, although it isn't always convenient. Mr. Techie looks up phone numbers on the internet because it's convenient. Mr. Non-Tech uses the phone book, although it's not always convenient. Mr. Techie has prepared dinners delivered because it's convenient. Mr. Non-Tech cooks his own dinners, although it's not always convenient. Next, Mr. Techie uses a cell phone because it's convenient. Mr. Non-Tech uses a landline, although it's not always convenient. Next, Mr. Techie corresponds by email because it's convenient, and Mr. Non-Tech corresponds by snail mail, even though or although it's not always convenient. Okay, so I think we're going to stop here and come back during the next lesson, and we're going to take a stretch. And go to our workbooks. Although, actually, I take that back. I want to give the homework just in case we go straight to the end in the workbook and I don't have time to tell you about the homework. So the homework is going to be a composition. You can email it to me. I will try to correct it as best I can via email. It's due in 1 week, so it's not due in 1 day, but you have an entire week to do it. And the topic of the conversation is staying at home. How is this working out for you? So you know in a composition that you have a topic sentence. In the middle are the details to support the topic sentence. And at the end, you're going to write a summary. While you're writing your composition, I'd like you to keep 2 things in mind for punctuation. Beginning of a sentence, capital letter. End of a sentence, punctuation. What is it? Beginning of a sentence, capital letter. Beginning of a sentence, capital letter. End of a sentence, punctuation. Most likely a period. What does every sentence need? Subject, verb. Subject, verb. Make sure you have a subject and a verb. What's the last thing you want to think about? You want to think about tense. Are you talking about something that's happening now that you're doing while you're staying at home? You're going to use ing and the helper. Here's the verb. Am cooking. Ing and the helper. That's happening now. What do you do every day? Present tense. Something that's already finished and over? Past tense. Looking forward to the future? Shall and will. So these are the 3 categories of what I would like you to keep in mind. Topic, details, and summary for organization. Punctuation, capital letter, period at the end. Subject, verb, that's 3. The last one, tense. Make sure you're using the proper tense. And of course, be creative in your vocabulary choices. Also, I see that I've taken a long time to explain this homework, and so we're not going to have time to go on and do this. So I would like you to do page 69 as part of the homework. So here we've got a composition, staying at home, and also page 69 in the workbook. All right, well, I hope you have fun and that your writing the composition is going to be interesting for you, and I will see you next time.